Hello, my name's James Thorpe. I'm the editor of International Security Journal. I'm here at Intersec Dubai 2024. I'm delighted to be joined by Ronnie Pennington, Director of the Americas Sales for Altronix Corporation. Ronnie, great to be joined by you today. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing very well.
Fantastic. It's been a good show so far?
It's been great. Yes, absolutely. It's always good to see old customers and new.
Fantastic. Can we just start a little bit by talking about the solutions you're showcasing at this event?
Absolutely. So we have some products that we're introducing new to Intersec that we came out in the later part of 2023. And then also we're going to be showcasing some new stuff. We're always looking for new technologies and everything so that we can work on some engineering and come out with new products. But some of the products that we're showcasing today are right behind you is the Trove for the rack mount Trove. So we have a deeper rack. So with racks, typically 24 to 36 inch rack is a standard rack mount. But with data centers and server racks now being implemented in many locations, we are going to a deeper rack. So typically in our traditional rack, we could do, say, 4 doors of access control with the power supplies and sub-assemblies. And with the deeper racks now, we can do 8 doors. Okay. So we're sticking to a 2U size rack. So we're taking up the same amount of space, but doubling the amount of doors that we can do with that rack mount unit.
Fantastic. And can you tell us a little bit for our viewers about the range of applications, both indoor and outdoors, which your products cater for?
Yeah, absolutely. So there are many applications where indoor and outdoor. So whether it's access control, video surveillance, fire, whatever it may be. So with the access control and the video surveillance, of course, we have the Trove for wall mount and rack mount, but we also have a Trove for outdoor. So if you have a guard shack or if you have a perimeter gate that you need to put access control, we have outdoor enclosures that have our power supplies and sub-assemblies inside it, and you can house various manufacturers' access control boards. So locally at the gate, we can have access control there. That same enclosure can be used for video surveillance or anywhere that you might need IP data. So we have our series of outdoor switches. We've introduced a new switch here. It is a Netway 5PQ or Netway 5P, depending if you want managed or not. And these switches do not have the SFP ports because not everyone is using the SFPs. But it's a small footprint switch, so it fits in tighter spots where in outdoor applications, you may not have the space available. You might need to go inside of a post, or a smaller enclosure to mount somewhere. So these switches are now more compact. They still have 4 outputs on it, provide PoE, PoE+, and they can be managed. So we have outdoor applications where we're using those in as well.
Fantastic. And obviously you're in the market, your solutions speak for themselves. You're a leading brand in the market, like I say. But can you also talk about the customer support element of what you do? Because I know it's really important to yourself and all the way to the top in the business. Can you just go into a little bit more detail about that for us?
Absolutely. So customer support is the one thing that we really strive on. Yeah. If you don't support the customer, they're not going to come back, right? So by supporting the customer, we offer a range of options. It's not just helping them find the right product, but also helping them lay out their system, so if we help them lay out their system, and give them advice on certain applications, or it's always good to have a second set of eyes look at a project and say, that's a great way of doing it. Here's another way that you can do it, and then they can decide, do they want to use this power supply or that power supply? Do they want to monitor it remotely? So we give them a range of options, and then it's not just support from the beginning; it's throughout the installation and even at the end, right? So the life cycle of the product, we offer a lifetime warranty of our products. So if the customer should ever have an issue out in the field, whether it was an act of God or just a very random, because it never happens, defect, we support that customer in ensuring that their system's up and running. It's security. It's not like your milk went bad at the grocery store and you got the wrong milk. You went home and you just took it back and got a new one. If the system is down, that means the customer has no security. So we really strive on customer support and making sure that they have their system up and running and that they have security in their facilities.
Security for security.
That's right. That's right. Security for security.
And just finally, can you just give us a bit of a roadmap about what 2024 looks like for Altronix? I'm sure there's some really exciting things on the horizon, both from a product perspective and from a people component as well. But absolutely, what does it look like for you this year?
So we are working on in engineering on some newer products. We're looking at a higher wattage power supply for our outdoor switches. With the new 802.3 BT PoE standard drawing 90 watts, our standard power supplies are 120 watts or 240 watts. Now the demand for more power is there. So we're looking at a 360 watt power supply so we can offer that 90 watt slot on all 4 ports. We're also looking at power supplies that have faster battery charging. So in cases where you might have a solar application or an application where the timer is in the building and there's no power out at the pole, you might need to run the system on batteries throughout the night or the day, and then at night it recharges the battery. So you need that quick charge overnight. So we're looking at power supplies that do that. We're also looking at various mounting options, adding to our trove manufacturers, so more backplanes, supporting more manufacturers when it comes to access control.
Fantastic. Ronnie, it's always great to catch up with you at the show. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.